the court as well. So we have every confidence that we can enforce this law properly.
Government bills, first reading. Stamp Duty Amendment Bill 2022. Births and Deaths Registration Amendment Bill 2022. Second reading. Secretary for Financial Services and the Treasury. President, I move the second reading of the Stamp Duty Amendment Bill 2022. The bill for short. The bill seeks to exempt the stamp duty payable on certain transactions relating to dual counter stock made by dual counter market makers, which is a proposal made in the 2022-23 budget. The bill involves technical amendments. However, it carries major strategic significance. From a macro perspective, the 14th Five-Year Plan outlines a steady promotion of the internationalization of renminbi and supports Hong Kong in strengthening of our offshore renminbi business hub. In these areas, Hong Kong enjoys inherent advantages. Hong Kong has the world's largest offshore renminbi liquidity pool, as well as renminbi foreign exchange and interest rate derivative market. We supply a diversified range of renminbi products. Hong Kong is well placed to continue to serve as a testing ground and firewall in the process of renminbi internationalization. With concerted efforts over the past few years, Hong Kong has made steady progress in financial products in offshore renminbi market, such as bonds funds. The Hong Kong Exchanges and Clearing Limited, Hong Kong EX, established a mechanism in 2010 to allow issuance and trading of renminbi securities either under a single renminbi counter, single tranche, single counter model, or a dual tranche, dual counter model. However, the potential of using renminbi in the stock market has yet to be fully realized. To facilitate issuers to set up renminbi counters and issue more renminbi stocks, there is a need to improve the trading mechanism of dual counter stock. The relatively low liquidity in renminbi counters resulted in a price difference between Hong Kong dollars and renminbi counters of the same stock, which adversely affects investors' willingness to participate in renminbi counter. It is therefore there is a need to set up a dual counter market maker scheme to provide continuous quotes and respond to quotation requests in a counter with lower liquidity, that is the current renminbi counter, so as to facilitate trading by investors at their preferred prices and enhance price efficiency. At the same time, these market makers can also conduct arbitrage transactions between the two currency counters of the same stock so that prices will converge over a long-term horizon. In fact, the regime has proved to be effective in promoting liquidity in the ETF market. Extending similar arrangements to dual counter stocks will enhance the overall efficiency and quality of the trading mechanism of renminbi stocks. We feel encouraged to learn that around 20 issuers have indicated that they would give favorable considerations to setting up renminbi counters in addition to Hong Kong dollar counters following the introduction of the dual counter market maker scheme. On investment demand, mainland investors could only participate in the southbound trading of stock connect using Hong Kong dollars in the past. We have proposed, and the China Securities Regulatory Commission announced in September this year, that it supports and plans to study setting up a renminbi stocks trading counter for southbound trading under the Stock Connect. This arrangement will lower the exchange rate risk and cost borne by mainland investors, and at the same time bring additional demand for renminbi stocks. With the support from both the demand and supply sides, we must lose no time in the implementation of the mechanism to promote the issuance and trading of renminbi stocks. To incentivize exchange participants to become dual counter market makers, there is a need to lower the transaction costs relating to dual counter stock. We therefore propose to exempt the stamp duty payable by these market makers. President, now is the prime time to further take forward the development of renminbi stocks. The Hong Kong EX is preparing rules relating to market maker mechanism with a view to dovetail the launch of the dual counter market maker mechanism with the setting up of renminbi trading counter by local issuers in the first half of 2023. I ask members to support the bill. I so submit. Thank you, President. I now propose the question to you that the aforesaid bill be read the second time. In accordance with the rules of procedure, the second reading debate is adjourned and the bill is referred to the House Committee.
Secretary for Security.